Close your eyes and think of a cowboy. Most of you probably see a wide-brimmed hat, a desert in Texas, and a Hollywood star. But the true story of the rodeo didn't start on a movie set. It started in the sweat and grit of the 16th century. Thousands of miles from the American West, today, we're peeling back the layers of time. We're tracing a trail of dust that stretches from the sun-drenched plains of Spain and Mexico, all the way to the rugged red heart of the Australian outback. Long before it was a sport, it was a necessity. In the 1500s, Spanish colonizers brought cattle to Mexico. These vast, unfenced lands required a new kind of worker, the vaquero. These men weren't athletes looking for a trophy. They were laborers, survivalists. The word rodeo itself comes from the Spanish verb rodeo, which literally means to surround. Twice a year, the vaqueros would surround the scattered cattle to brand them and sort them. It was brutal work. Imagine handling wild, aggressive livestock with nothing but a hand-braided rawhide rope and a horse. Every skill we see in an arena today, the roping, the riding, the control, was once just a standard Tuesday on a Mexican ranch. There were no bleachers, no bright lights, just the quiet skill of a man and his horse against the wild. While America was turning the frontier into a Wild West show, with stars like Buffalo Bill, Australia was forging its own identity in the isolation of the bush. By the 1920s, the Bushman's Carnival was born. This wasn't about showmanship. It was about the raw, daily survival skills of drovers and station hands who lived in the saddle for months at a time. On these remote stations, if a horse wouldn't be ridden, the work didn't get done. These carnivals were a chance for men from different stations to prove who had the best hands on a rogue horse or who could best manage a stubborn bullock. It was an exhibition of the outback spirit, a mix of dry humor, immense physical toughness, and a deep respect for the animals they worked with. In the dust of the 1920s, the Australian stockman turned a job into a culture. We've come a long way from the quiet roundups of the 16th century. What began as a mandatory chore for a worker in Mexico or a drover in Queensland has evolved into a high-stakes, multi-million-dollar global sport. We've traded the leather leggings for Kevlar vests and the wooden pens for high-tech steel chutes. But the core remains the same, the contest between man and beast. Next time, we're going behind the chutes to look at the rough stock events. We'll explore how the desperate struggle to stay on a bucking horse became the most dangerous 8 seconds in sports. I'm one red duck, and this is the history written in the dust.